This video is in regards to the prophet Obadiah and his vision of the end days, the very end days, which may be very soon. So it starts off basically talking about Edom, the Edomites, and uh, Esau was the father of Edom, and that was Isaac. Wait, Isaac, Ismail, Edom, or Jacob and Esau. It was the brother of Jacob. So it's what it is really family. Edom is modern day like Jordan area, but what it's basically saying, if we'll just read it, starting off in verse 14. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off. Well, actually, let's go to 13. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yeah, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. For the day of the Lord is near, it is upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as they have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them, and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. And they of this house shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain of the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead, and the captivity of this host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath. And the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Sepharad, shall possess the cities of the south, and saviors shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's. So, what is this talking about? In the end days, well, Israel is going to be going through some calamity, a lot of calamity. And I think in this regard, in Obadiah, Edom, it's probably talking about the area of Edom, but I think it's also talking about all of Israel's enemies. The world is going to be seen as Edom against Israel, and so it's going to be persecution. They enter into the gate for to make calamity. They look on their calamity. They laid hands on their substance in their calamity. They stand waiting for those that are trying to escape to cause calamity. So it's just all types of calamity for the people of Israel, right? And it's Edom, probably the area of Edom, probably all the heathen as well. It's just a general Edom, I think. And so what's going to happen is that, as it says, as thou hast done, it's going to be done unto you. Your reward shall be upon your own head. So what's going to happen is, God's going to come in, and there's going to be deliverance. Upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, there shall be holiness. The house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Who's going to come out on top? Israel is, because God is going to, God is going to protect Israel. Who's going to do this, though? The house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. And the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. So somehow Israel's going to devour. I think this is probably talking about the area of Edom here. And there shall not be any remaining in the house of Israel. So it's going to be a final deal. And then they have the south, so the the Jewish people of the south, they're gonna possess the Mount of Esau, and they have the plain. They're gonna control the area of the Philistines. They shall possess the fields of Ephraim, the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. So they're just taking their land back, is what they're doing. This is the final thing. The captivity of this host of children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites. So that's the original land, even unto Zarephath, which I'm not from there, so I don't even know where that is, but it's somewhere up there. Sepharad, the cities of the south. Saviors shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the Mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's. Long story short, it doesn't really matter. What's going to happen is Israel's going to go through some calamity, pretty bad calamity, really. The entire world's going to turn on them, but it won't last. It won't last forever. It'll seem like a long time, but what's going to happen is God is going to tip the scales, right? And Israel is going to come out on top, and they're going to possess all of their all the possessions. So they're going to take all the land, the entire land that was promised originally. They're going to possess it all, and this is going to be when the kingdom comes. The kingdom shall be the Lord's. So this is when the Messiah is going to return, Jesus. So you can avoid all the calamity and stuff that's going to be coming by accepting Jesus. But if you don't, you're going to go, well, if this happens in the near future, which I believe it probably is coming, we can see that because they're looking to part the land right now. And they've got big plans for it. They've got big plans for Gaza and probably East Jerusalem, next, probably the north next. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't take much to really see what's coming. So I would say right now is the day of salvation. Accept Jesus. Hey, if you want to be a hero and go through this stuff, be a hero. That's up to you. If you want to keep denying the truth, well, be a hero. Be a hero. You might not make it through all this stuff, but I hope you do. I hope you do. But long story short, though, the good news is that God is going to tip the scales in favor of the Jewish people, and they're going to possess their land. And the kingdom is going to be the Lord's. And who's that? That's Jesus. He's the Messiah. You might not like that, but it's the fact of the matter. And if you just read the Bible and listened to it, you would know that. All the prophecies point to that. Virgin birth, king is going to set upon Psalm and Psalm 2. God begots the king that's going to destroy all the heathen. So, I mean, it's just all there. It's all over the Old Testament. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that to you and let you know or discuss this prophecy of Obadiah. So let me know what you think, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.